Hi guys, it's Mrs. Ogle. I'm back for another day of circle time. I'm glad you're here with me. Let's get started. We're going to go back to our normal song. This one might just be my favorite. So let's go back to this song today. Are you ready? It's time to start our day. It's time to start our day. It's time to give a great big cheer and then be on our way. Hooray! All right, I hope you gave a great big hooray because we are going to talk about some new things today. First, we have to say our Pledge of Allegiance. So go ahead and stand up tall. Hand goes on our heart. Are you ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job, guys. Go ahead and have a seat for me. All right, we've been looking at our calendar. I'm not going to circle the month this time. I wonder if you can find it. I bet you can. It starts with an A. What was that word? April. Can you find the month April? Okay, we are moving right along through the month. We're getting so far. This is our date right here. It's a number 1 and a 6. What's it called when we have a 1 and a 6? If you don't know yet, I bet you will when we count together. Are you ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Today is Thursday, April 16. Now, we talked about our pattern on the calendar yesterday. Remember, patterns are when something happens over and over again in a way that tells us what's going to happen next. So I asked you yesterday what color you thought our number was going to be. Today's number is 16. Look at it. What color is it? It's blue. Did you know that? Did you know it was going to be blue? Show me a thumbs up if you knew. I bet I have a lot of thumbs up. I bet a lot of you guys knew today was going to be a blue number, and you're right. So look at our calendar. You can use your self-talk if you need to. What color do you think tomorrow's number will be? Let's start right up here. Blue, green, pink, 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 blue. Do you know? You might tell your grown-up if you think you know what it is. All right, we have been talking about butterflies this week. Butterflies that started as eggs, they came to me as caterpillars, and now they're in their chrysalids. And before long, they're going to come out as butterflies. Now, when I woke up this morning, do you know something silly was happening outside? It was snowing outside. Can you believe that? Snowing. Butterflies don't really like the snow. So I'm hoping by the time our butterflies come out, the weather will be warmer. Let's take a peek. They haven't done anything yet. They're still chrysalids. Now, in the next couple of days, we might have a butterfly or two that come out. And before long, I'm hoping all 5 of them will come out of their chrysalids. And if it's warm enough, I will let them go outside. And I'll make sure to get that on video so you can watch when they fly away for the first time. Now, normally I like to feed them orange slices, but I'm not actually sure. I've got orange slices in my house right now. So when those butterflies come out, what do you think I should use? I have bananas, peaches, and apples. Now, I think butterflies can eat any of those things. They can eat bananas, they can eat peaches, and they can eat apple slices. They mostly drink. They don't really do a whole lot of eating. They drink with their proboscis. We'll talk more about that. That's that long straw-like thing that comes out of their face. Yeah, so which one do you think I should feed them? You can tell your grown-up and they can let me know. And I will put out there whatever most people tell me about. All right. Now, while we're waiting on our chrysalids, I want to talk a little bit about our shapes. I haven't done these shapes in a long time with you. Do you remember who this is? Your grown-ups have probably never heard these names before. So if they're with you, you tell them, this is Susie. Susie, circle big and round. All I do is roll around. Do you remember that song? I'm going to go through all of them because I haven't done them in a long time. Normally, I would be trying to trick you. Did I trick you with Susie Circle? I might trick you with the next one. How about Sandy? What shape is Sandy? I'm going to give you a clue. Are you ready? Sandy Square. Ready? Sandy Square is my name. My four sides are all the same. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. They're all the same size. That makes it a square. That's Sandy Square. Let's see our next one. Oh, I like this one. Tommy Triangle, proud as can be. Count my sides. 1, 2, 3. Tommy Triangle with his 3 sides. This one's fun. Ollie, tell your grown up. What shape is Ollie? Ollie Oval. Ollie Oval. I am Ollie Oval. A football shape is mine. Some people think that I'm an egg, but I think I look fine. Look at Ollie Oval. He does look kind of like a football, doesn't he? Or maybe an egg you would eat for breakfast. What else do you know that looks like an oval? Wonder if you can find any ovals in your house. Keep thinking about Ollie Oval. Here's our next shape. This one is Danny. Danny, Danny who? Oh, you know, Danny has pokey sides. Who's got pokey sides? They can poke your fingers. Danny Diamond. I am Danny Diamond. I have 4 sides. All of them are diagonal lines. That means they're not straight. They come to a poke at the top, a poke at the bottom, and pokey sides. Danny Diamond is pokey. He is. Oh, this one I like. This is Ricky Rectangle. Ricky Rectangle says, don't get me wrong. 2 sides are short right here, and 2 sides are long. Now, sometimes the long sides are on the top and bottom, and sometimes the long sides are on the sides. But Ricky Rectangle has 2 sides that are shorter and 2 sides that are longer. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about shapes a little bit later. We're going to see if there's something you can do for me with shapes. I want to talk to you a little bit about waiting. Oh, waiting can be so hard. Do you know what we're waiting on right now as a class? Those silly butterflies. They're making us wait an awfully long time while they go through their, what's that word? Metamorphosis. Those butterflies are making us wait while they go through their metamorphosis. I want to look at a picture. This is my friend, Katie, right here in the middle. What do you think is happening in this picture? I see 5 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like they're standing in a line. Do you know in this picture, these friends have just come in from playing outside and they need to wash their hands because we got to keep those germs away, right? So they're going to wash their hands. And right here, Katie is waiting for her turn to wash her hands. Do you think Katie looks like she's doing a really good job at waiting? Looks like maybe Katie's having a hard time waiting, isn't she? It can be so hard to wait. Sometimes we feel like we're waiting and there's just nothing to do. Oh, and we want to have fun and we want it to be our turn. We want to hurry up. Let's think if there are some things that Katie could do that would make it easier to keep her body calm and make it easier to wait. What are some things you think she could try? One of my favorite things to do while I'm waiting is to count. So maybe Katie could count. Look at the floor that she's standing on. She could count how many white squares are on the floor. Maybe Katie could count how many friends are standing in line. Maybe Katie could count her fingers. Maybe she could count how many hearts are on the shirt of the little girl right in front of her. But Katie's got to keep her body a little calm or she's going to make it hard for all of her friends to wait nicely too. Waiting can be a hard thing to do. Sometimes we have to wait when we're with our grown-ups, right? Have your grown-ups ever taken you to the grocery store and the line is really, really long and you just want to go home? It can be hard to wait. Maybe while you're waiting, you can count. You can count how many people you see. You can count how many things are going on to the grocery, like the line for your groceries. You can count how many bananas are in the bundle. Or maybe you're at home and you're waiting for your grown up to get back from working that day, or you're waiting for them to play a game with you. You can do some counting. Another really great thing while we're waiting is to sing a song. We don't have to sing really big and really loud because sometimes we do have to wait quietly, right? But you could sing a nice song quietly all to yourself. You could sing, "Five little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away." Wonder if you could sing that while you're waiting. You know, my favorite part though, right, is the quack, 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 quack. When all of the ducks come back at the end. If your grown-up doesn't know that song, you should teach them that song. So what are you doing while we wait for our chrysalids to turn into butterflies? Are you waiting nicely and patiently and checking the videos every day or so? Or are you getting a little antsy and you just can't wait anymore? Oh, I know that's hard. You know what would be great to do while you're waiting for those chrysalids? Draw a picture of what you think our butterflies might look like. That would be a great way to wait. Okay, I've got a really great book today. I had never read this book before and I love it. Today's book is called Waiting and it's by Kevin Henkes. Okay, so we're going to read it all together. There were 5 of them, and they were waiting. 5 of who? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 toys, and they were waiting. The owl with the spots was waiting for the moon. The pig with the umbrella was waiting for the rain. The bear with the kite was waiting for the wind. The puppy on the sled was waiting for the snow. The rabbit with stars wasn't waiting for anything in particular. He just liked to look out the window and wait. When the moon came up, the owl was happy. It happened a lot. When the rain came down, the pig was happy. The umbrella kept her dry. When the wind blew, the bear was happy. The kite flew high and far. When it finally snowed, the puppy was happy. He'd waited a very long time. The rabbit was happy just looking out the window. Sometimes one or the other of the toys went away, but he or she always came back. Sometimes they slept, but mostly they waited. Sometimes gifts appeared. Once a visitor arrived from far away. He stayed a while, then he left and never returned. What do you think happened to that visitor? They saw many wonderful, interesting things. They're looking at the clouds out the window. What are some things you see in the clouds they're looking at? I see some really fun shapes. They waited and looked out the window and look at what they saw here. Here, they're seeing icicles and snow. Do you think that's in the springtime or in the winter? I bet it's in the winter. Now they're looking out the window and they see fireworks. Do we usually see fireworks in the summer or in the fall? Summertime, you're right. And of course, there was always the moon and the rain and the wind and the snow to keep them happy. One day, a cat with patches joined them. Was she waiting for the moon? No. Was she waiting for the rain? No. Was she waiting for the wind? No. Was she waiting for the snow? No. She didn't seem to be waiting on anything in particular. Oh, but she was. Look at this. Where did these little kitties come from? There's a clue. Look, they were waiting inside of her. This is a certain type of toy where when you open it up, smaller one is inside. So inside of this big kitty was the smaller one. And then inside of that one was this one. And this one. And this was the littlest one of all. So how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there were 10 of them. And they were happy together. Do you see what they're looking at out their window? They found butterflies too. They were happy together, waiting to see what would happen next. Oh, I love that story because those little toys waited so nicely, watching and looking with their eyes to see what would happen. But my favorite part comes at the very end with all of those great butterflies. I do love that new book I found today. If you've not read it before, you can ask your grown up. You can watch it again, or you can find there are lots of great read alouds on YouTube if you wanted to find it that way too. I've got another scavenger hunt for you today. I got several pictures of friends who found the letters in their name. Great job, guys. You did awesome. Today's scavenger hunt is a little bit different. Are you ready? Shapes. I want to see how many shapes you can find in your house. If you've got a crayon or pencils or markers and paper, I want you to see what shapes you can find, and then I want you to draw them. So in my house, we have circle buttons on our oven, and we have rectangle windows. We have, in my refrigerator right now, there are slices of pizza that are triangles. What kind of shapes do you have in your house? Can you find them? Can you draw pictures of them? Now, here on this picture, there are 8. There's an arrow, a circle, a heart, star, rectangle, diamond, triangle, square. So how many is that? Let's count them. I'm going to go through them again. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you find all 8 shapes? If you find all 8 shapes, take pictures, color them, put them down somehow, because that is a great job. And I would love it if you send them to me, okay? Tomorrow, I'm going to have a new thing, a new activity that I want you to do, maybe even make some new artwork to show your grown-ups or to take pictures and send to me. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. I will see you guys tomorrow.